Hello and welcome to another video Uptown music lesson. My name is Gio Andollo and today we're going to talk about troubleshooting chords on the guitar. So first things first, what does that even mean? Troubleshooting chords. Well, if you're a beginner guitar student trying to play chords for the first time, you may be dealing with the frustration of notes not ringing out clearly. What you're trying to play is this, but then what it sounds like is this. Or worse. So the big question is, why is this happening and how can we fix it? There's a few different reasons why this may be happening to you, but the good news is the problems are relatively easy to fix so long as you're willing to work on it, and that means practice. Let's start by talking about proper left hand technique. One of the most important things to look at here is that your wrist is straight. You don't want to have your wrist bending back like this, and you don't want to have the palm of your guitar on the back of the neck like this. If you do play like this, you can have serious problems with your wrists, such as tendonitis, and that can cause a lot of pain and it's just not worth it. What we want instead is to use a thumb on the back of the neck, right here, and our other four fingers over the fretboard as a sort of clamp. We're going to press the strings down to the fretboard with our fingertips and use the pad of our thumbs as a counterforce, pushing against the back of the neck. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and use our first finger, your index finger, to press down on the second string first fret, right here. And again, remember to use your thumb so that your thumb and your first finger behave as a clamp. Now with your right hand, you're going to pluck the second string and it should sound nice and clear. If it does not sound clear, then you're probably not pressing down hard enough. So try pressing down harder, as hard as you can, until you get a clear sound like a bell. Okay, how are we feeling? Does your fingertip hurt? If so, then please understand that you may experience this pain for a while, but the more you practice, the less it will hurt over time. You'll eventually develop calluses on your fingertips that greatly diminish the kind of discomfort that you may be feeling now. But if you are pressing as hard as you can and still can't get a clear sound, then you should consider getting lighter gauge strings or even using a different kind of guitar altogether. One other possibility is that there's just something wrong with your instrument. But in any of these cases, you want to talk to a guitar technician and see what they recommend. So now that we have that clear second string sound on the first fret there, we're going to put our second finger on the fourth string second fret and our third finger on the fifth string third fret. This again is our C major chord. And to make sure that everything is sounding nice and clear, we want to pluck each of the strings one at a time, starting on the fifth string. Now again, if the notes on the fifth and fourth strings are not sounding out clearly, then it's possible that you're simply not pressing down hard enough. It might sound like this. And that's always the first thing to try fixing. But if you're pretty sure that you're pressing down hard enough and you're still not getting a clear sound, or if you're not getting a clear sound on the first and third strings, which shouldn't have any fingers touching them at all, then there are a couple other reasons why this may be happening. First off, you want to be sure that you're using tall fingers, that your fingers are pointing directly at the fretboard. In other words, you don't want your fingers to be laying flat across the fretboard like this. You want them standing tall. Tall fingers. If your fingers are laying flat even a little bit, then you might accidentally touch the string behind your finger. So for example, if your second finger, which is on the fourth string here, accidentally touches the third string behind it, which should be open, then that third string won't ring out, even if your finger is touching it only very slightly. It will still prevent the third string from vibrating, which is what produces the sound. Some guitar players also struggle to get a clear sound on the first string because either they're accidentally touching the string with their first finger, which should be on the second string, or they're accidentally touching the string with this part of your hand. You want to make sure that there's plenty of room right here, and that will also help with keeping your wrist straight. Okay, and one final reason that your notes might not be sounding out clearly is that your fingertips are not in the center between the frets. If your fingertips are too close to these metal strips, then you might not get a clear sound. The closer you can get your fingertips to the center between them, the better. See, if you have a straight wrist, tall fingers, you're pressing down firmly on all the strings, and your fingertips are in between all the frets, you should have a nice clear sound. Which again will take some work, some practice. Your fingertips will hurt at first, but eventually you will be able to withstand it and you will be able to play music. You just have to stick with it. So I hope that this video has helped you to troubleshoot some of these chords that you're trying to play as a beginner. If you still have any questions about this, please leave a comment below and I'll be happy to help you out. Please also subscribe for many more videos to come. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.